my brain's not very functional.
Oh, I'm liking the music big time.
I'm glad there's no webcam so you can't see my amazing dancer. Hello Internet, I'm Firebolt.
And I'm the Orbiter.
And welcome to Human Resource Machine.
We're back!
Yeah!
It's been a while.
Well, this probably isn't the first video that we're back on. If I get back to editing...
I just put the bob out.
Everything's a mess.
Life fell apart for the world.
Yeah.
I think we kind of preempted it a little bit. We fell apart first, but...
For context for how I'm doing, the other day I woke up at 3 in the morning and went to sleep. I went to sleep the previous day at like 3 in the afternoon.
Hang on, you woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning and then went to sleep 3 o'clock the previous afternoon?
I went to sleep at 3 o'clock in the afternoon and woke up at 3 in the morning and then continued until like 3 o'clock last night.
It's all the threes.
And then I woke up at a fairly reasonable time, unless you consider like going to sleep at 3.
Yeah, I nearly shat myself this morning.
What?
Well, I came downstairs and to get my breakfast, and you were getting your breakfast, and I was like, "What the fuck's going on?"
I mean, I'm unpredictable right now, so
I knew you
know,
say that.
I thought we'd play a nice low mental intensity game about programming called Human Resource Machine.
Oh, have I played this before?
I believe you have.
Oh, this is mental. I remember it now.
I haven't actually gotten very far in this because I'm an idiot and
from what I remember, it doesn't stay low mental resource for long.
I mean,
low mental intensity. Sorry.
I think I've got a save on here. I'll check. We'll do like the first few levels and probably skip to some of the later ones on that save so that we don't have to go through it. Yes, please. Oh, I don't have that, so we'll just go through.
Just for anyone who might be watching this in a historic context, we finally got back round to recording because we're all in lockdown.
Which
remember
photo
that
do you
COVID
want?
thing?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Which photo do you want?
Which photo do I want? What do I get to do with it?
It's just the profile pic.
It's the what?
It's just the profile pic of the thing.
Okay, I'll be the second one from the left, please.
That one.
Yeah, you can count.
I
that
can.
Photo looks just like me.
Yeah. Okay, so start on the mail room.
Ooh. I remember this. This is quite... it is quite, isn't it?
So basically everything's set in where you have numbers that you basically put into things and you're supposed to get a certain result out of it. That can be various series. It can just be like all numbers of a certain set. It begins to get quite complicated and you have like eventually like a grid in the middle that you can hold things in and you can perform operations on the numbers. Not like with a scalpel, but like numerical operations.
Just a sneak, I know this is a bit of a digression, but just a sneak preview that we may have some retro games in the pipeline at some point, might we?
Maybe. I mean, I've sort of redone the schedule recently because my brain was hurting trying to reorganize the database like 2 months ahead, but with some of the stuff behind.
We hooked up the old PS2, so...
My sister's moved out and I gave my PS2 to her a while ago and I don't know if she can have the PS2 at her place.
Haven't we got some... Well, we can, she doesn't seem that bothered, but from what I remember, we've got a few Ratchet and Clank titles, haven't we?
Yeah.
Which I rather enjoyed.
There is also the Ratchet and Clank like new game on the PS4 if you're ever interested.
Yeah, definitely. Haven't we got Crazy Taxi on the PS2 as well?
Yeah, we've actually got that on the PC as well.
I used to really enjoy that. Anyway, sorry, I'm interrupting.
We'll see what we can do with that. Yeah, welcome to your first day. You're like an excellent instruction follower. Your first job will appear there. Over there on the right side in a moment. I can still read. Remember, you can always ask me for help.
Help!
Right, so yeah, we basically construct a line of commands to try and do something. This is just basically telling you how to start. So you just go inbox to outbox, and we can't do jumps yet, like looping. So we have to just go inbox outbox to get all the numbers through.
So with the arrow on the left, it means collect from. And with the arrow on the right, it means deliver to. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's inbox, outbox. That's probably easy to remember that. Anyway, yeah, so go into next. I'm not sure if you can, like, carry commands back to the previous, like, levels, because I know there's, like, special goals that you could get for, like, making it as efficient as possible and, like, taking less steps.
Okay, I pretend that I know what you mean there.
Anyway, well, looks like you made it this far. Congratulations on your promotion. Most people stress out and quit before making it this far. But I can tell you have a bright future at inbox outbox management. Here is your new assignment. Right, so now we get the jump command, which means that we can loop back to previous parts of the code. We're just supposed to grab everything and drop it into the outbox. So we go inbox, outbox, and then we click the jump command over here and loop back to there.
And it doesn't matter that eventually you'll run out of... It'll just stop doing the commands once the numbers have all gone, will it? Because there's nothing to collect.
Yeah.
Year 2. That was a quick year.
Copy floor now.
Ooh.
And now we get this grid in the middle. And this is where things begin to get a bit complicated.
Okay.
Oh no! The inbox conveyor system is completely broken. But that doesn't mean we get to take a break from work. So we ignore the inbox today. And we just take stuff, I believe, from here. Right. Facilities management staff has placed some items over there on the carpet for you. If only there was a way you could pick them up. So we copy from 0, for example, put that in the outbox. And we do have to do these individually because
they're not the same.
Well, there might be a simpler way of doing this.
What's with him and his exclamation mark?
Oh, you can ask him to tell me more. Hello, maintenance department. The conveyor system is broken up here. Productivity is down 40%. Yes. Yes. Clearly. We'll see about that. Click. Well,
I thought I said dick.
The maintenance department says it's working fine down there.
Yeah, well, they're wrong.
And play, and we can just fast forward all that. Oh.
Bad outbox. Oh, you've got to spell out BG.
Oh, I wasn't actually
You didn't read the instructions.
Well, shut the fuck up. Right. This is why it's useful to debug. Right, so copy from that's 4 there. 3 here, and all of these can piss off.
See if anyone's watching this who knew what mistake... No, you need that in the outbox, the G. Oh.
There we go.
It would have been a bit frustrating because they'd have been like shouting at their TV or whatever they're watching it on.
Yeah, well,
no, you're doing it wrong, Firebolt.
Oh no.
And Orbiter, tell him.
Yeah, well, they're usually yelling at you, so. Although. Whatever, it's sharp. Conveyor system is fixed and just in time for it to work. The data won't collate itself. Right, so we can now copy to this middle grid from our inbox.
Okay then.
Or I guess from other boxes here. Like if you're doing operations, you can copy from here to what you've already got, wherever it's up. Grab the first 2 things from the inbox and drop them into the outbox in reverse order. Repeat until the inbox is empty.
In reverse order.
Right, so we go inbox, copy to 0, inbox, copy to 1, and then we copy from 1. No.
From 0.
No, because then reverse
from 1,
order.
sorry, yeah. And await the time when our brains will begin to pickle.
And then jump. And just keep going like that. Woo!
Well done.
Computer
You read the instructions this time.
says yes.
Just because you're not having any exams doesn't mean you don't have to read these instructions.
Coffee time, I think
Oh.
so.
Sounds good to me.
This is plot stuff. Maybe. It might just be.
Back to work, everyone.
I wanted to read that.
Bad.
Regions of the city continue to experience power failure. Local authorities are investigating.
Okay then.
Fun. Right, rainy summer.
Then do we have to choose a path?
No, there's some extra ones that you can do if you want to show off. Which we
I
shall
always
do.
want to show off. I'm just an exhibitionist.
Welcome to my personal rain cloud. I was reading.
Oh,
I was never very good at math, since I only have 3 fingers on
maths, not math.
it. It was an American game, so shut up. But I hear you don't actually need to know very much about math to complete these
Maths.
assignments. I am reading.
I know.
For each
I'm
2 things,
correcting.
shut up. each
No.
two things in the inbox, add them together and put the result in the outbox. You got a new command. It adds the contents of a tile on the floor to whatever value you're currently holding.
Ooh.
So we copy to 0 at
Each
inbox
two,
and
them
inbox. So we don't need to copy to. We can just add 0 there,
but
and then outbox the result there, and I think that should work.
what?
We take from the inbox this 5, put that in 0.
Yeah.
Then we take another 5 from here, add that to the 0 here, and then take that to the outbox.
Right.
And then
But how do you reset it to do the next two numbers? Because you've then got.
Well, I'm copying a new one to 0.
Oh, right, okay, and that overwrites the first one, does it?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Okay, so play that out, see if it works. Get rid of that, and then we add these two together and take that to the outbox. And repeat.
That's cool, isn't it? Wow.
See, I'm not just a pretty face.
Too many words in that sentence.
See, I'm not just a face. Man, shut up. Oh. Alright. Okay, let's do these other ones just to show that we can do it. Because we're smart. Who are you? This optional area is for high-performing employees only.
Ooh.
Is that you?
Oh, yes.
Well,
Well, indeed.
you're late.
I don't
7 years late. Need to make some changes around here.
Story of my life.
I want to see a 100% performance increase.
Let me get my Viagra.
From this point on, your performance will be evaluated with extra scrutiny.
Scrutiny.
For each thing in the inbox, triple it and outbox the result. So yeah, we can go inbox, copy to 0, and then I think we hold on to that, so just add to 0.
And another one.
Yes, 0, and then outbox the result. I think that should be fine. Yep, so we put that there, add that, outbox. Yeah, cool. That should work.
Yay.
Smarts.
Spantastic.
Although at some point, we begin getting challenges like this. That one is pretty hard to fuck up, but the other ones, like, you can't necessarily actually do both of these at the same time.
Right.
So we can optimize in different ways.
Mm-hmm.
One way to like get down the sized thing is to just do a ridiculous amount of jumps that gets quite confusing and disorientating after a while. Anyway, the Octoplier suite.
Ooh.
Yes, you can always check your own performance on each assignment's optimization challenges. The 2 green lights next to each button in the elevator will tell you how you're doing. Is there anything in life more thrilling than self-improvement? Oh, I forgot to do the voice. Oh well. I don't think you were missing out much.
Gratification.
You said that in a weird voice.
I've only got one.
So for each thing
Voice,
in
that is.
the inbox, multiply it by 8 and put the result in the outbox. Using a bunch of add commands is easy but wasteful. Can you do it using only 3 add commands?
Sorry, I just farted.
You're disturbing.
Yep.
Right, so this is challenging us to do it with 3 add commands, which we could probably do by copying to the other spaces here and adding the ×2 thing to the thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
So.
So inbox copy to 0.
Uh-huh.
And then we can add 0. Now we have 2 times. We can copy that to 1, add 1, and then we can copy that to 2 and add 2, and that should be times 8, I believe.
I am following this.
Oh wait, no, we need to outbox it first. Then we can jump up there. So yep, got 6 there. Add that to make 12, add that to make 24, and then it's over there.
Oh, I see. I see what you mean, I think.
And we did that with 9 commands. Did we do it? Yep. So these first ones are relatively simple.
Like me.
Mm-hmm.
Tetracontiplier.
Wonder what that is. 40 maybe? What a wonderful feeling. When all your... Oh, I'll do the voice. When all your work over the last few years all comes together and culminates into a well-executed assignment.
I'm worried about you.
Yeah, multiply it by 40. Okay, so this is where it gets a little bit harder, because you're like, okay, well, we can do 2 times 2 equals 4, times 2 again equals 8, but you don't get that up to equaling 40. But we can get it up to 32 and then probably just add the 8 one back on again. I think that should work. So we'll do that.
Fucking hell.
So inbox, copy to... If this isn't making sense to non-mathsy people, I'm sorry, but I'll try and explain it whilst I'm doing it. Right, so we got 1 here.
So you copy from position 1. You're copying from the inbox to position 0.
Yep. So we got 1 here that goes to 0. Now, so we should get 40 at the end of this. Now we've made 2 by adding the 1 that we've already got to another.
The other thing, a basic thing to understand about computing is that the first number isn't 1, is it? It's 0.
Yeah.
You get that in MIDI. You've got 128 different voice commands, but the first one is 0, so it only goes up to 127.
Right. So and then we copy the doubled result there, our 2 into 1. And we've still got 2 in our hand. We've got 2 there as well now. And then we add that together. And now we have times 4. Then we copy to this one over here. Add that together, we get times 8. Then copy to 3 over here. Times that together, we get 16, and then copy to 4 over here, add that together, we get times 32, and then...
we don't have an 8 left then.
We do, because we put that in, hang on.
We didn't, you had 16 in the middle. Where's your 8?
So that would be, yeah, that's 1, that's 2, that's 4, that's 8, that's 16. We've got 32 in our hand.
Oh, right, okay. Right, okay. And then copy from, yeah.
Or just add to 2 over here, and then jump. Oh wait, no, we need to outbox that, and I think that should work, but I'll run it through slowly so you can see how that works. So we got 1 here, yep, we add that together, we get 2. Add that together, we get 4. 2, 8. 2, 16. And now we add these 2 together to get 32, go back over to the 8. Oh wait.
Oh.
I went to the wrong one.
Yep.
So we'll just change that to a 3 there.
Yep.
And run that again. With this, once you get like a big, long, quite complicated command of it gets quite difficult to go back and debug it, which...
Actually, it was easier to see how this was working when it was a 1 that was on the inbox, wasn't it? But it's fine.
But yeah, this is the eternal struggle of programmers having to go back and debug and find a semicolon in this big mass of code. But this is fairly simple for the moment, and I'm not sure we'll fit the size guidelines because that is a bit... Oh, we know we did. Cool.
Cool.
But at some point it gets pretty complicated, like we're going to get to, I think, here, like where you can... do certain commands if the thing that you're holding is, say, a 0 or below 0, above 0, a negative number, whatever. Where do you see yourself in 5 years or 10 years?
In the classroom.
In 5 years.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're... Oh, fuck. That's scary.
I'm going to be Mr. Teacher. Not of maths, though. Imparting my knowledge of life to the youth of tomorrow.
Well,
good luck to the world.
Yikes. I have a note here from your upper boss that says, from this point on, your performance will be evaluated with extra scrutiny. What a treat. Right, so now we have to send all the things that are not 0 to the outbox.
Hey, just speaking of which, did you know Craig's a school governor?
What?
Did you know one of our fans, Craig, is a school governor?
It's terrifying.
Sorry, carry on.
Right, so basically how to do this would be, we've now got a jump if 0 command. So if we got something that we take from the inbox that is 0, we want to jump back to here and just take a new thing from the inbox. We'll just get rid of the old 0. And but if it's not 0, we'll just go past this and outbox, and we'll jump anyway back to the start, if you are following.
I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted by this awesome music.
Yep, we just take that over there, but now we jump to that, throw that away, and...
So just to be... we've got a 3x3 square in the middle. Are they numbered from 0 to 8?
Yes.
Okay. Across the top first, is it? And then, yeah.
And yeah, we just stop there. I think that should be fine, yep. And we've completed the size challenge and the speed challenge. But
That's what she said.
That'll get more difficult to do as we go along.
Story of my life. Zero Preservation Initiative.
So now I'm assuming this is the opposite.
How come she never gets to say anything?
Because it's the player, and
Okay.
we're a mindless drone, and we don't have a voice in this corporation.
Okay. Bit like real life then.
We're the actual skilled people.
Yeah, with no money.
It has come to our attention that the Zero Advocacy community felt the previous assignment was not inclusive. This time, send only zeros to the outbox. What happens to the other numbers and letters? Management leaves that detail up to you. Okay. So this time, yeah, we instead want to jump if 0 to... we'll put a jump in here if it's not 0, so you can go back to the outbox and yeah, do that. That makes sense. And we'll have to put another jump here just so it goes back to start anyway. Does that make sense to you?
I think so. Pick up from the inbox.
So say we take
if it's
4
0,
here.
jump.
If it is 0,
And
which
shove
it
it
is
in the
in this
outbox.
case, we go back here, take a new thing from the inbox, which throws away that 4. Now we have a 0 in our hand, so we
Yeah.
jump right to the outbox.
So just the act of taking another number throws the one you've got away.
Yeah.
Unless you've already outboxed it.
Yeah, there's another one that they released, I think it's 7 billion humans, where you get like
7 billion humans?
well, you get a bunch of people to basically follow these kind of commands, and you have to use like multi-thread programming,
Nice.
where directions are quite important to like keep people away from certain areas and stop them from dying in a room or whatever.
Yeah.
We'll try and get a bunch of people to the end of the room, but they all have to follow the same commands.
So that could be done in
20.
25 or fewer steps.
Yeah, so I'm doing something extra here.
Do you want to go back and try it?
We can do.
Can you see that last jump that goes back?
Yep.
Can it go back to the same square as the first jump? Can you combine those two? Like, can you drag that down a square? Do you know what I mean? A step. Can you make that jump go back to the same? No. No. Okay.
I mean, it's not the amount of commands that's the issue. It's the amount of steps that she's actually taking.
Okay.
I mean, we might be able to like personalize it specifically to this set of numbers, but I'm not sure if you're allowed to do that. We'll just clear this out here. So we go inbox, inbox, outbox, inbox, outbox.
Do we know how many?
Inbox. I think that should be. Oh, no. There's one more. Stop. And then inbox, outbox.
Okay.
That might be okay. Oh, it's different. Hang on. We have to.
Oh, personalize it. Oh.
Nah, let's not bother with that challenge because I'm bored now.
Is that an A?
Yeah. I think we can just leave because we have completed it.
You're a defeatist. See, I couldn't not do that.
Yeah, but then
I
we'd
had
be
to-
sat here doing the whole video like
Yeah,
that.
I suppose.
I mean,
I
we
had
can
to
go
do
back
Angry
to-
Birds until I got all 3 stars on every level.
That's sad.
Which is why I never got through all the levels.
Subtraction? I never learned that in school. Did you? We're a good team. So now we have a subtract command as well. So for each 2 things in the inbox, first subtract the first from the second and put the result in the outbox, and then subtract the second from the first and put the result in the outbox. Repeat. So we go inbox, copy to 0.
Yeah.
Inbox, copy to 1, and then we need to first subtract the first from the second. So we copy from 0 and wait.
Is it? It's not subtract from, is it? So it would be copy from 1.
We already have 1 in our hand though, so we can,
All right. Okay. So subtract.
I mean, I'll just run this
0.
quickly to see if that's how that works. Yeah, so we copy that to there, put that there.
9 minus 1.
Yeah. So subtract the first from the second. Yeah, that works. And then put that in the outbox. And then we copy from
1.
Wait, no, copy from 0.
Oh yeah, sorry.
And sub 1, and then outbox that, and should be able to jump.
Yeah.
Next, so right, that should work. Let's just see how that plays out. Put that there. We got a 7 there. Yep. We got -7 there. Cool. And we'll just
Okay.
skip through all that. Woo.
Woo.
10 or fewer command. Yep. 40 or fewer steps. We
Ooh.
did that. Cool. So now we're going to the equalization room. Oh, we have some friends here now. Sometimes
Friends.
some numbers are bigger than other numbers, and sometimes they're the same. How can we know?
Is there an if? No.
Well, we'll see. I read about that here in this great book. Which number are you for the aspirational 0? You can borrow it later.
Oh yeah.
And also we've now got the ability to create notes to help us navigate our creation.
Okay.
But I tend not to bother with them because they just annoy me. But yes, they can be quite useful if you've got like a big long string of stuff and you want to label something.
Yeah, that's like your line with an asterisk and a / at the beginning in the code, isn't it? Depending what code you.
Yeah, I mean this is easier than coding because like you've got the commands here, so if you fuck up, like you can't fuck up putting in the inbox command, so you don't have to go back and check that you've got a / in the right place.
Do you want to give your mic a bash?
Do you want to fuck off? Right, so get 2 things from the inbox. If they are equal, put one of them in the outbox. Discard non-equal part. Discard non-equal
Spray that
pairs.
again.
Repeat. So one way to do this would be, I think, since we've only got a jump of 0 here, is to subtract one from the other, and if it is 0, then we can get rid of one of them, because if it's one minus the other is 0, then they must be equal. How to
That's the
actually
first part of it, isn't it?
get that to work? Right, so we copy that to 0 there.
Yeah.
Get another one from the inbox, copy that. Oh wait, no, that's copy from. Don't do that. Copy that to 1.
Yeah.
Now we've got the 4 in our hand. We sub
Oh, hang on.
0.
What? Well, hang on. Why do you need to copy the second one to 1? Why can't you just hold it and subtract 0?
Yeah, I guess that could work. Yeah, and then if that equals 0, hang on.
If they're equal, but one of them in the outbox. No, have you got an if 0? You haven't got any other kind of if 0.
No, we do
have you?
have to copy it to 1, so that if they're not 0, then we have got the copy there to go back to.
Okay.
Because if we sub 7 from this and we got -3, we haven't got the 4 to put in there.
But you've got to discard them both if they're not equal.
Do we?
Yeah.
Discard non-equal pair. Oh, right, okay. Right, so if they are equal, then we can outbox them.
Only one of them though.
Yeah, but we've got like a amount. Oh, wait.
You'll have one in your hand, so.
Yeah, they are a copy from here, so we've got the original that isn't 0, and then we'll put a jump in here back to here,
Yeah, because that'll chuck them out.
then
won't it?
outbox.
Yeah.
Oh, and we'll have to put a jump down here again. Are you following?
Yes.
So we take the 7 from here to here, and
Yeah.
we take our 4.
Yeah, I was just having a quick look at that last bit. That
Subtract the 7. They're not equal to 0. It's
Yeah.
-3. So we skip that, jump back up to here, and restart the process. But these
But then
are
if
equal.
it has been 0, you just copy one of them to the outbox. Actually, see if they have been 0. Do you need the copy from 0? Because you'll have one in your hand, won't you? Oh no, you'll have 0 in your hand, won't
Yeah.
you? Not 0 the position, but 0 the number.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake.
I hope this is making sense, because I have a fairly analytical mind, and I think you do as well. You have done some programming, I think,
Yeah. I've
and
done
I
a bit.
have done programming as well.
I've ventured into a bit of JavaScript, but
Oh, yeah, I've done like basic HTML, but
no, you did some CSS, didn't you?
well, HTML and CSS kind of go hand in
I
hand.
suppose.
CSS is more to speed things up,
Yeah.
but yeah, I think this should work. So we put that there, get rid of that,
That gets fucking annoying though when you start getting into stuff like JavaScript
and get rid of that.
PHP and because like you say, you can do a whole fucking shitload of programming, and one semicolon can be out of place,
Yeah.
and it just doesn't work at all. Yay.
Right, 9 or fewer commands that we have done. A speed challenge we haven't done by 1. I think we can fix that. It's just 1. So it must be something that we're doing here.
Oh, sorry, I'm looking at the list of available commands and thinking, that doesn't make sense. Instead of looking at our programming.
So there's an extra step we're taking somewhere that we don't need to be taking. I think this is the same as it was last time. So I might be able to personalize it to what's there. Because I remember the last one's equal. And I think there's just another 9 there. Yeah, that should work. Right, so we inbox.
Yeah, it's not really a very efficient program though if it only
Inbox.
works for one set of numbers.
Fuck it. I think that works.
Oh, hang on though. Can you not? Can you not?
Oh, right here.
Can you copy from the inbox and then subtract from the inbox?
No.
Why not?
Because that doesn't work. You have to subtract.
I mean, can you get one from the inbox and then subtract from the inbox? Not copy from it, but just can you get one, hold it, and then subtract the next number from it?
No. You have to sub it from something on the floor grid. Yeah, I'm not sure how we do that, so I'm just going to skip that.
I'm gonna have to play this game for myself. I'm gonna have to get Twitch.
I mean,
going.
I'm fine, like, optimizing the size of the thing, because like, I can do jumps fairly well, but
Yeah.
the speed stuff, I'm not entirely sure how that relates and what exactly counts as a step there.
Right.
Alright, this is a maximization room. There's been a change of plans. The accounting department has determined that treating all numbers equally is no longer profitable. Management wants the big numbers only.
It would be easy to work out what the steps are counted as, though, if you looked at how many it took to do something.
What?
When you're saying about you not exactly sure what counts as a step, it would be easy to work out if you know it took 27 steps to do something.
Right, so now we have to grab 2 things from the inbox and put only the bigger of the 2 in the outbox. If they're equal, just pick either one. So now we've got a jump if negative command, which should help.
God, I'm getting fat.
That's true.
Lockdown belly.
You're not as locked down. I think it's just like the pizza belly.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we take something from the inbox, copy it to our grid here.
Plus all the reduced Easter eggs I bought today.
Yeah.
Some of them were 18p.
Okay. And then if we subtract that, and then if that number that we've got now is negative, that'll mean that the 1 in 0 had to be bigger than the 1 in 1.
I'm going to pretend I'm following you.
If the number we get from that is negative, then we copy from 0. Yeah, because that's the bigger number now. Yeah. And then we outbox that and jump back up to here. But if not, we copy from 1, because that'll be the bigger number, or an equal number. And then we outbox that and then jump back up to here.
But what if it's positive?
If it's positive, wait, no, I've done that the wrong way around, haven't I? It's that way around.
So
If it's positive, it'll skip that, and if it is positive, that means that this number's bigger. If you take something away from this, then it's still positive, or it's still non-negative.
Oh right, okay, yeah,
bigger,
yeah. So 0 and positive will be treated the same, and it doesn't matter because either one will do for the 0.
They're non-negative.
Yeah,
I think that'll work. So yeah, we copy that to there, copy that to there, take away that is positive. So then we take away the bigger one, yeah, and then we copy new numbers into here. Right, so I just skip through all that. I think that should work. 10. Oh, we did not do that.
nope. It's getting more difficult.
I mean, you can go back and edit. There we go. This is a reason for you to get this game. You can do the challenges that we can't be asked to do right now. Continue on. Oh, here's another plot thing.
And that, ladies, is how I saved a bundle on my long-distance telephone service.
What?
Back to
Pardon
work,
me?
everyone.
A massive army of machines has surrounded the city. The machines
Wonderful.
are not moving, and they are not communicating. Local authorities are investigating.
Oh, great.
Sinister goings on, I think.
Indeed.
And we can go to the exclusive lounge.
Should we finish with the exclusive lounge?
I guess. Yes, I've always
What is-
have- Shut up. Shut up. Yes, I've
What
always...
is the exclusive lounge?
I don't know. We'll find out, won't we, you little bitch? Sorry. Yes, I've always remembered. Comfortable with nights called logical decisions. Emotional decisions are fun the week.
I thought that said wank. For each two things, send a 0 if they have the same sign, both positive or both negative.
One to the outbox, their signs are different. Okay. So this is a sort of binary sort of thing. So we copy from 0 here.
Yeah.
No, wait. We go from the inbox and copy to 0. Then we have our 2 here, and again, do we need to do that again? Right, so we...
Oh dear.
What do we do here? This is the difficult one that I remember. There is a way of doing this, right? So basically, we inbox this. If the first one we get is negative,
Yeah.
and then we take the other one, if that happens to be negative as well, we copy from the same sign, yes. So, yeah, here, and outbox that. Positive here, then we need to...
Jump to after that first inbox sign there. No, sorry, second one there, yeah. Yeah, no, you had it there.
wait, no,
Down.
that's just doing the same thing. We don't need that there. Hang on.
Oh, 4.
So if it's not negative... Wait, do we need that?
Hang on, you're leaving me behind. Right, put that inbox thing back there. No! Oh my god.
Wait, hang on, yeah, copy from... So, that is negative. If the first one's not negative, but this one is negative, it will copy from here and outbox that. But then if this one's positive, it will copy from here and outbox that, and then we'll need to jump after each outbox back to the start, I believe. And that's positive.
Yeah,
About that.
you haven't jumped back to the start from the outbox after copy from 1.
Thank you. Yeah, so there's one more possibility that the second one's positive and the first one's... Fuck me. Yeah, the first one's negative and the second one's positive. Wait, we don't need to inbox again, do we? Oh wait, no, we do, because that is negative. Yeah, cool. Right.
I don't think this is going to work.
Copy from... Yeah, so that one's positive and the first one's negative. Copy from here and outbox that, and then we jump back up to the beginning. Right, this is probably needlessly inefficient, but it sort of makes sense. We'll play it through. And so yeah, we copy that, that's not that, so yeah, we take that one. They have different signs, that works. These ones have the same sign, so we should be getting that one, yep. I think this might be working. These ones have the same sign, so yep. So we should be getting a 1, yeah, cool.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah, kind of. I think it's the sort of thing that you need to kind of work on in your own head. You got the speed challenge. Woo! So that implies that the jump commands
Yeah, that can probably be made more efficient. But
don't. Yeah. Okay.
give a shit. Can do absolute
I mean-
positivity if you want as well.
That's how programs are kind of optimized for speed of operation, isn't it? By trying to minimize calculations and steps. Can do if you want.
And then we got that one more plot thing, and we'll probably leave you there.
Okay. Absolute positivity. Haha.
Positive attitudes were determined to increase positivity and therefore mandatory. Smile! Management is watching. Right.
As always.
So send each thing from the inbox to the outbox, but if a number is negative, first remove its negative sign.
Oh.
How do we go about doing that? Right, so inbox, if it's negative, we've got something else going on. Right, if it is positive, we can just go straight to the outbox anyway, and then jump back up to the top. But if it is negative, then we need to somehow remove its negative sign,
Okay.
which will probably involve... so if we've got a negative number already, we copy that to our floor,
Yeah.
and then subtract it from itself. That should give us 0.
No, because subtracting a negative... Oh, yeah, that's true, yeah. Yeah.
And then we've got 0 in our hands, and we need to subtract again to get a positive number.
Yeah, so subtract twice.
So copy to 0 here, and then subtract from there, and again from there, and then outbox that, and we can jump back to the start. I think that should work.
Yes.
So we outbox that straight away because that's positive. Take this to the floor. Then yeah, we got 0, and then we got 9. Put that over there.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah, I was a bit worried about the 0 there for a second, but it's just if
The
it's
size
not
challenge thing, we're often 1 behind, so I'm wondering what the 1 is. I wonder if it's the same thing each time.
I mean, we can have a quick look if you want, since it's the last one. And it might be like doing the 2 jumps. I'm not sure I would get around that. Got an idea. Jump that back to there. Because we don't need to outbox it there, we can just jump it back to the previous outbox and then jump. It's 1 less.
Oh yeah, good point.
I'm smart.
Using the same command for multiple purposes.
I mean, we could have probably done that with the exclusive lounge, but it would have hurt my head too much, so I'm not bothering with it. Yes.
There it is.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, the speed challenge. I suppose because you're doing an extra jump, aren't you?
Yeah.
So you're using fewer commands, but you're doing an extra jump each time.
So we could probably go back to the exclusive lounge and do something like this. We'd be using less size, but we'd probably be taking more steps.
Yeah.
Like speed-wise. So how you use the jumps is quite important in which of these challenges you're actually completing.
Yeah.
Although with that one we failed both of them, so I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, we might have been doing like a mix of the 2. That means that we failed both of them in that situation. So I think in a lot of cases, yeah, you can't do both at the same time. But unless you're being quite inefficient, you're likely to get at least one of them if you're going for a certain approach. Anyway,
Pardon me.
last bit of plot here, and then we'll say goodbye. Ooh, interesting.
Indeed.
Is this a
Very retro.
holiday? Their holiday? I think that's us in the deck chair there.
Was that it?
Not sure.
I like the emulsion scratches. No, they're not emulsion scratches. They're base scratches. Projectionist film speak.
Not
Emulsion
sure
scratches
exactly
are
what that was
green.
supposed to show, but I think it's sort of like this world is kind of desolate,
Right.
where the beach paradise is quite grey and
Bit like Scotland then.
yeah.
Dum, boom, 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 boom.
Right. I mean, we could do countdown if you want, but
I want burgers.
my brain's reaching its limitations.
Burgers.
Right. So that's us back.
Yay.
I'll try to get round to editing. If you are seeing this video, then that means I probably have. Good job, me.
He just stuck his thumb up.
Yeah. So that's. What do you think of
because
this game?
if I'm gonna, I enjoy it. I do like it, but I think it's the sort of thing that you probably enjoy more just playing on your own, because you can take your time thinking about stuff and you can take it at your own pace. Do you know what I mean? Figuring stuff out and trying to keep stuff in your own head while you're doing it.
Well, that one sounds fun. Fibonacci.
Does it? But yeah, I'll be taking the MacBook downstairs and leaving it on the table for you to work on. And if it doesn't get used, I'll be like, what the fuck am I doing cutting it up downstairs for?
Yeah, well, I have odd hours, and my brain seems to be in this sort of thing where, like, I can feel tired all day and then just be, like, in the middle of the night, like, yeah, I'm fine, I could just stay up until dawn. And then I fall asleep.
Yeah.
Because I've wired it wrong after fucking it around for, like, days on end.
We can try and do something about that, but at the end of the day, it's going to be getting back to some kind of enforced routine like when you get to uni, isn't it, really?
I guess. I mean, we don't know what coronavirus will bring anyway, so...
Death,
have to
maybe.
see. Hopefully not for us, or for any of you guys. Or hopefully for as few people as possible, but it will inevitably bring some death.
Yeah.
Anyway...
on that happy note.
You know, that cheery, light-hearted note. Is it a fun game? Well, it depends on your definition of fun, to be honest. It's a challenging game.
Yeah, you got an A in maths.
Well, I got an A in my prelim, but I'm not sure what that translates to exactly, because like my target grade was lower than I actually got in my prelim, so if they still go based on that, I'm going to be pissed. But then if they go based on my physics prelim, I'm going to be pissed.
Well, we'll see.
Because I didn't actually turn up for the one that was on the last day of term, because I was like, oh, I already got an A, I don't want to screw this up. Anyway, I have been Fireball.
I've been the Orbiter. For fucking hell, I couldn't remember my name then.
And this has been Human Resource Machine. Bloop.